Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast.
What's up, everybody? This is Dark Macek with Brutally Delicious, coming at you with a review of Turbo's brand new album, Broken Ugly. And before I get into the album, how the fuck are we just now getting a band called Turbo? Okay, so I don't think I'd ever heard this band before, and I gotta say, it is so much fucking fun. In the promo, I saw Canadian thrash, and I thought, I'm having a lot of fun reviewing stuff other than power metal, so I thought I'd give it a go. The album is super short and super sweet, and from the first line of, well, it feels so good to be fucking back, I'm thinking, me too, bud. I haven't listened to thrash in forever, and this was really refreshing. Stylistically, I think this band really captured the essence of Motorhead, but a bit more thrashy. By that I mean, Motorhead, they called themselves a rock and roll band. They said they were closer to the Damned than Black Sabbath and not at all like Judas Priest, I presume, except for the double bass drumming. This band has a lot of the same attitude. I hear a lot of punk in them, but it is still kind of speed metal. And I don't think there are many other bands that actually hit this. Other thoughts that came to mind were Warbringer minus their creator influence, perhaps. Also reminded of the band The Lost Society. I saw them open up for Children of Bodom like 7 years ago. And for good measure, was throwing some Gamma Bomb too. What really stuck out about this album to me was how atypically anthemic it was. We're not talking Rock and Roll Night or Hey Jude or something, but stuff that 19-year-old me would have shouted at the top of his lungs from his college dorm. Like, got no money and still fucking ugly. I would have made that my mantra when I was a dejected college student. So, let's talk about some songs. Ruthless Forever. There's a total live show feel to this. It's fun, it's energetic, and like I was saying, it made me feel like I was in college again. I had no need to analyze this musically or figure out what key it was in, because I tend to do that when I'm listening to songs with chord progressions. This was just I felt like I was at a show and bopping my head and having so much fun, even though I'm alone in my apartment. I can totally see dudes jumping around on stage to this. For those who have seen the documentary Murder in the Front Row, I can't remember the guy's name, but there was this very dedicated fan. Somebody said he was always in character, and there were a lot of photos of him jumping around. That was the image I had in mind. Scorpio Garbage Fire. It's everything I've been saying, the Motorhead vibes and the live show feel, except now, for some reason, I thought of Chris Holmes in The Decline of Western Civilization. There's just this reckless abandon to the music. Maybe I'm just too up my own ass with melodic metal that I have not heard in forever that this band is perfectly good at capturing. I wish I could think like this again. When I was 24 years old, I saw Children of Bodom, and I had trouble singing along to the song Hate Me, because I'm a corporate employee. I can't earnestly shout, I don't give a fuck if you hate me at this age. But this band took me back to the era when I could say stuff like that. I feel like I'm 18 years old and seeing Forbidden and Overkill all over again. Wow, where did the years go? Last but not least, Nothing to Nowhere. This one's a little atypical style-wise. It's much more melodic. I hear an Iron Maiden influence instead of Motorhead and punk and stuff. It's funny in that the way it's sequenced, it reminds me of Escape on Ride the Lightning, in that it's the melodic song among all the percussive ones, I guess you would say. But this one's a lot more heartfelt and less an obvious attempt at getting radio's play. Okay, so Jim Croce, if I could capture time in a bottle, this band did that. And it's funny because they would probably say, dude, you're nuts. We're just trying to make fun music. Holy shit. This album is just the perfect encapsulation of a fun and supportive thrash show. As in, the mosh pit is there, but no one's crowd killing. They're just there to let their problems out and be misfits among a crowd of misfits, and they have their own little circle, and they're going to have fun and let out all their aggression there. I was so taken back by the vibes. I didn't even bring up the fact that the guitar solos are really cool, because they are, but that's not the selling point on this album. Listen to it and just get brought back to when you were a teenager listening to metal, wondering when you were going to grow up and get away from your hometown, because that is the perfect way to remember those years with this kind of vibe. Thanks for the time machine, guys. Rock on.